Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new show, NUFC Insiders at Night here on the NUFC Talk TV channel. Talk TV. Talk TV. There we go. Everybody else is muted, by the way. You guys got to learn that, man. Unmute yourselves. Anyways, welcome to the show. Please smash the like button. As you know, what to do already. You know what the drill is. Subscribe if you're new. Super chats are much appreciated. Click a dollar sign at the bottom right of your screen, and of course, thank you for supporting the channel. If you want to win prizes every month, become a member of the channel, participate, and of course, enjoy exclusive content. The link is right there pinned in the chat if you're on iOS, but if you're on any other device, you can just hit the join button and join the membership club. You can join our Facebook forum right there, as well as our WhatsApp forum. If not, we'll re-put the links at the end of the show because I know the messages disappear every now and then. If you have any questions, just put a Q in front of it, and we shall answer as many as we can. Welcome, folks. We're live again. Match preview. We got to talk about Newcastle United, Tottenham Hotspur. But before that, obviously, big news today. Joe Linton signs a new contract. So that's just
Jolly baby.
Yeah, man. That's a win right there. Those are 3 points. You know, we
Huge.
certainly needed that a piece of good news, every once in a while, and we certainly got one today. Brilliant news, like I said, and nice to see the video that they put out, Newcastle United, just sitting there, and basically he's explaining that there's no other way, no other place to go. I mean, Newcastle is his home. So
have you seen the spoof one?
No, I didn't see that.
The spoof one, he's dubbed obviously, and he's saying, yeah. Well, I was always going to sign it, just needed a few little special things to happen. Like he says, right? I want an unlimited supply of Greg's sausage rolls. I want my face put on the Angel of the North, and I want a reserved I want a reserved seat in the Garter, the Black Garter, which is that's in the background, and it's like the roughest pub in Newcastle. And he says, I need a reserved seat in the Black Garter. He says that's all sorted now. So
I didn't get to that one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Go on, Paul. Oh, were you saying something?
Was that from Black and White Banter, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was dubbed over.
It would have,
Matt did a good job with that one.
It's Matthew style, to say the least. So, but I mean, what else can we say about this? Obviously, something that's been long, waited for. It's happened, and I mean, now, what can we expect? I mean, he's probably the most important midfielder right now in our team. We've said that, just based on importance, on what, and essentially he's not truly a DM per se, but I guess in my opinion, DMs are very, very important. That that one dude that can defend, that keep the equilibrium in the pitch. I think he could be it, to be honest. I think that in next season when we have Tonali,
I think he'd be rated as a DM.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so because because he's got the physique and everything to do it all, to be energized the whole game. It's just his personality. I think that he's strong enough to defend. He's quick enough to attack. He's got nice vision, but not as great of a vision as Bruno and, of course, Tonali. So if I had to pick out of the three, I would put him in the middle. He's tall as well. Maybe when he needs to release the center back. So I think that would be an ideal position. Not saying that he's going to be truly defensive, but out of the three, I mean, that essentially I think he would fit the role. What do you guys think?
Yeah, either him or Tonali, isn't it? I don't want Bruno to be having to do that next season. If he's here, he will be here.
He will be, yeah.
He will.
He'll be here.
I think that'll convince him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's I think big sign in more ways than one, I think, just because it shows the club are ambitious to keep their best players. And like I said, they made Joe feel real special. They invited him into St. James's Park. He had it all to himself with his family. And that was really nice. And they sat him down and said, look, you are a vital part of the project. You're one of the biggest players we want here. And that's really cool to hear that they made him feel like he was, we couldn't deal without him pretty much. So fair play to the club because, the fans certainly want him to sign. And I think that on top of a nice bonus, bumper package, I'm sure. Got him over the line.
Supposedly close to Bruno's wages. So
Yeah.
that's
Well, I mean,
More than Target.
Target's got a clause that he has to match the top earning.
Yeah, man. Target's still on the highest the list of the highest paid players. He's balling. He's balling, man. That. But hey, hopefully they take care of that too. They fix that quickly, and we don't have to deal with anymore. Because at the end of the day, man, if dude doesn't play, there's no way, shape, or form that he should be allowed to be in those type of wages with the little football that he provides every week, whatever you want to call it. But the old man says, what does he always say? Well, he's been hurt. Well, he helped us from relegation. All this nonsense. And
never forget. Never forget.
I feel like if he just left after that loan spell, he would be a hero at the club. That would have been the time. But
they got paid for that. They got paid for what they did.
They got $3 million. They got $3 million for the loan, which would have still been a very good deal. But yeah,
right, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, anything else about Joelinton? Any other piece of news before we get to? Actually, yeah, we have one question. If you have questions, listen. I know we're doing the match preview, but just drop your questions and we'll address them as they come. So put a Q in front of it. That way we know, though. That way it doesn't get lost in the comments. Kenzie says, "What's everyone's thoughts on the latest PSR news? Looks like we're still being restricted. FFS."
27 million. That's the rumors, or that's the numbers somebody came up with.
27 million budget.
No, 27 million in the minus that we need to find before June 30th. Yeah,
I'm going to pay 28 million.
I'm not sure these numbers are accurate or not, but so let's say you get 10, whatever. I don't think we're going to get 20
Almiron?
for Ashburn. Yeah, get rid of Almiron for 17. Australia tour and whatever you get for.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dickhead.
Sean Longstaff. You get 12 million for Longstaff, maybe. Let's say you get 30 million.
We'll not even get 15 for them.
We might. We'll get 12 or 13, maybe.
It just sums up everything I was saying last week when the news first broke about this PSR.
But Chelsea need to find 70.
Yeah, but we're giving them 28, aren't we, for Hall? So does that mean we need to find 55?
No, Hall's money comes out in the next seasons.
Right. That's
Hall's money comes out.
Oh, so that's going to hurt Chelsea then. They've got to raise 70 million before June the 30th.
Yeah, because they get that money afterwards, yeah.
Gallagher, I suppose.
53 people watching, ladies and gentlemen, only 8 minutes in, so please smash the like button. It helps us a lot to keep growing. Thank you for your support. Like. Subscribe if you're new. And Michael J, I haven't seen you in a while, or maybe you're new, but definitely the picture is different. But says let's do
read
on. Oh, okay. But there's the Jordy coming out. I'm
on Saturday.
Yeah, of what we did last year, and we still have our 4 goal scorers on the books: Murphy, 2, Joelinton, Isak, and Wilson. Sadly, only one of those plays. I mean that's it's the unfortunate part of it, but we have something bright to look forward to next season. Now, again, I don't know. Nobody expected a season like this, so as well as nobody expects nobody to have the similar season when it comes to injuries next season. But again, nobody expected this season to be like this either. So just fingers crossed that they figure out what the issue is, and next season is nowhere near this like this. But still,
did you see the club put a share in today? For about 36 million. They sold it, bought themselves out a little bit, so that's obviously pumping some sort of money into the club.
Yeah, I saw that. It's 37 million, wasn't it? But I don't know how that works. Maybe Derek or Paul, you might know about that. How does that work exactly with when they're putting those kind of bonds into the club?
It all depends on how that's down to the accountant. It all depends on where and when they want to put it in.
All right.
Yeah.
So, until they see the accounts, we'll not know.
Michael is watching from Dubai, by the way.
It's kind of coincidental that
and the old man didn't give a damn about
what 27 under.
And he's still not giving a damn what I'm saying.
You're not giving it down what I'm saying, man.
But the people come first. This is the people's channel, man. This is the people feed you.
It's the people's posts that we're talking about.
Just shut now from Dubai. Dude is watching at like 3 in the morning over there. The dude is watching from 3 in the morning. He could be sleeping because people got to work, unlike you. And then you're gonna not give him the opportunity to just have his shine, man. Let him have his shine. Come on, man.
I can't be bothered with all this YouTube politics, to be honest.
You're gonna get wrong again, Chris. You're gonna get wrong again in the comments.
Oh no, yeah, they're gonna give me. No, I'm sorry. What?
Do you want numbers or not for all there's 8 teams in the minus?
Yeah, that would be good. Well, I don't know, Chris. It's up to you, but I think that would be interesting to hear.
Well, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. I mean, I don't know, man.
You know,
this PSR confuses the hell out of me. Every week something changes. Every week there's a new rumor.
No, it hasn't. It's basically you can go up to 35 million a season overspend, and it accumulates. So you can go up to 105 over 3 seasons. So we've gone basically here 27 more than 105. So we've spent 132 and a half more than we made in 3 seasons. Chelsea 71 million. Leicester are minus 32 and a half, and then the championship. So as soon as they come up, they're gonna get smacked.
Yeah.
And then there's us, and then above us with 22 is Forest. And then Everton are still 21 million.
Okay.
Villa are 19 million, and Leeds are just 1 million.
Yeah.
Oh no! Leeds are on 2.2 million. Fulham are 1 million, which is easily sorted. That they can just have one small little concert on the ground and it's done.
Put the price of the hot dogs up at the St James's Park.
Yeah. Everybody. You know what? You know what's amazing though? Man City are 154 plus.
Really?
Jesus Christ!
Who have they sold? Oh no, it's because of the Champions League money, isn't it?
No, but they've sold Jesus. They haven't bought anyone this season.
Palmer, Trafford.
They've sold Gundogan. They've sold Jesus. They've sold who's Sterling.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about that.
They got a load of money via Southampton.
Bazuma.
Or, what are they calling again?
Bazuma, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
The income's 713 million, and the wages are 338.
So
that's
basically,
half. So they can spend 400 million next season, or even 500 million next season, and still be on the plus. That's how far we are from these.
Mental.
We can't compete with that
wankers.
unless. So if the rules stay the same, we are in the toilet. 27 million. That's going to be hard before July.
Yeah, I mean, even Man U are on a plus 136.
Wow.
Plus. So they can spend next season 136. You know what happens is the 21 season disappears, and then it starts 22, 23, 24. So every season, the first season goes, and then it counts the 3 seasons after. So now basically Mike Ashley is gone. It's all the finances of PIF.
But the unfortunate thing is he didn't really spend anything. He bought Willock in that last window, so that's only 25 million. So until that window's passed, we're still in a tough deficit, really. Then we start getting the PIF windows. So
but each window is 2. Each period is 2 windows. It's not just 1 window.
I thought it was 3 years. 3 years.
3 windows. 3 windows.
3 years.
It's 6 windows altogether, isn't it?
6 windows, 3 years.
Yeah. So now it's that first season's gone. So it starts from the second.
So it's when January goes, because January will be the one where we spent almost 100 million.
What we don't know yet is how they have amortized the players that we've bought so far.
True.
Until the accounts come out.
True that.
I mean, I can easily go and say, look, Adidas's money was paid last year. Done. Advance.
Well, they'll have their accountants working overtime.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Because these are just
the
people
lawyers.
these are just people working things right, left, and center. I mean, if we're gonna get hit anyway, I would just go and buy somebody for 60, 70 million and get hit us.
Go and spend 500
Because
million. Just go do it.
my issue is, what's this? Who's putting this point system? So they go and get Everton 10, and then they go and give them 6, and now they give them 2, and there's no structure for the punishment.
No,
Forest gets 4. So it depends on the mood of the bastard sitting in the third.
because then if they appeal it and they feel they've been successful in the appeal, then
Yeah,
they take
but they're going to have to come up with a scale, though, aren't they? They're going to have to be able to justify it sooner or later.
Yeah,
like 10 million, 1 point, 20
Yeah.
million, 2 points, 30 million, 3 points. Just go like that, and then with us we'll be like, yeah, okay, take 2 points, you bastards. Take
But
3
we all
points,
had our
fuck
hope,
off.
didn't we? We all had our dreams that it was going to be luxury tax. We were going to go on this big spending spree, and then that lasted a
Thing
week.
is, what's happened is, if Everton
like I
stays
said,
up,
I'll
they're gonna get hit
believe
next
it
season.
when I see them signing the contracts.
But I tell you this though, maybe they thought about it. Maybe everybody really said, you know, it wouldn't be a bad deal, but then everybody starts talking about it, and everybody starts getting people. You know, when you make a decision and you regret it instantly, or a few days later. Well, maybe this is one of the things where they were like, I don't know about this, man, because these guys got way too much money.
Yeah,
and you know,
I
so
think that's what it was.
it was definitely short-lived, as Benjamin Maven says in the chat. It was quick and painless, but I don't know. Hopefully they fix it to where we can certainly, you know, get somebody in, some players.
I like the Saul Goodman
But you know what's
comment. That's
scary
very
though?
good.
City can just come to us, come and just say, here, there you go, 150 for Joe Linton. We can't say no. And they can still spend another 300 million.
Yeah,
after they get him.
We got to try and
That's
sell
the
them some of our
scale.
players for 200 million just to wipe
and
them
what
out.
Michael says is right too. He says we can't differ from UEFA or I guess European football. I guess, you know, UEFA rules, or they won't allow us in Europe. I mean, I'm sure. Well, I mean, if the Premier League, the Premier League has to certainly, but regardless, UEFA, they need the Premier League as well. Premier League teams. So it's not, you know, it's a two-way street here.
There's no way we wait for our banning English clubs from.
No,
but regardless of
the thing they do,
it.
if they do ban it, you know, you've just asked for the Super League to exist again.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally just opened the door for the Super League.
Absolutely.
Right.
With UEFA, it's always small penalties, and I mean, Man City and PSG went in the minus, and they just said, okay, then, well, there's your penalty, 30 million each, or I can't remember, or 60 or 30 each, and your squad will be reduced from 25 to 23. So Man City will never even use 23 or even 20 players.
Right.
So they were like, they just laughed it all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
It's peanuts to them.
Jonathan says whoever runs FFP is making it up as they go along. These point deductions have no real thought to them. Total tripe. I mean, it almost seems like, but then again, you know, it's essentially nothing official. So, but sometimes a lot of these rumors carry some of the truth. Maybe not the whole truth, but part of it. But listen, we'll get to as many questions.
You can handle the truth.
Right. Post your questions later on. We'll find a time and room to answer all of them. But for now, let's start talking about the game over the weekend. Saturday, by the way, we are going to be doing the live watch along. So join us on the show, live match, you know, commentary, and we got new software now that we're trying out. So we can actually have the time synced to what we're watching. Essentially, that way you guys can actually know what time we're exactly on, and pause and do whatever you need to do to sync in with us. So you know, there you go. We're trying to do everything we can to keep you guys entertained. And again, put your questions in, because I'm seeing some questions. We were going to answer them at the end of the show or in the middle, whenever we see fit. Welcome back, Key 88. By the way, it says European Super League is inevitable, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, let's start talking. Newcastle United, of course, going to set to play against Tottenham, and it's going to be a very, very tough match, to say the least. But listen, Tottenham don't come over here thinking that it's going to be a walk in the park. Not at all. And now the first time it was a 4-1 loss to the Magpies, as we know, in London, in North London. And I banter with a lot of Spurs fans, and I said that it doesn't matter because on our way back, on when we play home, we're going to beat them the same way as they beat us. So we better be right, because if not, I'm not going to be able to live it down. And because I always essentially believed the whole season that we're in the same level. Now they got more points than us because they were a lot of reasons.
They
really.
were not. Look, when we destroyed Spurs, they were not the same club. They weren't. They were under a manager who was not a manager. He's a fraud. Complete fraud. He got sacked after the game with us, and they're a different group now. They've got a proper manager who I think they like. Tottenham are a different team that were playing this time at St James's Park than last time. They were in disarray when we played them last time, so we can't forget that when we played them, they were in absolute shambles.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Now, thank you, Jordan, for live saying don't sleep in, Chris. But if you do, I can't blame you with such a beautiful wife. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that. My wife is beautiful, and we make beautiful babies. So, but we're gonna stop though after this one because the 3 is a lot. 3 is enough. There is enough. But no, but essentially my point is I don't think that Spurs won a 101 with everybody healthy. I don't think they're better than us, and essentially I don't think that I guess we are better than them. I think we're on the same level playing with Aston Villa. On a good season, we would have been. Now, granted, some Spurs fans are going to say, well, the table speaks volumes, and it does. But we play more games than them. We play Champions League, which they didn't. They got eliminated from most cups, other than obviously the Premier League. You can't, but most cups early, unlike us, that we continue to play on. Even in the FA Cup, we had some sort of run there, and we were decimated with injuries. They had injuries in the beginning of the season, but nothing compared to what Newcastle United went through. So I believe that on a good day, it's Newcastle, Spurs, and Aston Villa. Now, you can throw West Ham in there, and of course, Man U are going to be there because they got the best luck in the world, and no matter how bad they play, they're always going to get a point in, here and there. That those were going to be the teams to fight for 4th, 5th, 6th spot. Now, essentially,
Chelsea.
things happen. No, Chelsea, man, Chelsea Chelsea mid-table, man. Stop playing. Chelsea are mid-table.
I do think Chelsea got a better squad than ours, but they're a bit lost. It's
Yeah,
gonna take
well,
them
that's fine.
time.
Well, it ain't nobody's fault. They gotta get a GPS or something because it ain't. It's the same thing as last season. The old man says we overachieved and everybody else played bad, and we just got there because everybody else played bad. But I think that's nonsense. We deserve every point. Now, if they play bad, they play bad. What are you going to do? I mean, okay, it's make no sense. That's why teams play bad. When they play bad, they go to middle, last, whatever. So it's just part of football. Well, we can't say that
Chelsea have been in the mud all season. If they win their games in hand, they're above us. There you go.
Yeah, and they're unlucky in a lot of games, including last weekend. Unlucky. I tell you what, even the cup game, when they beat us on penalties, they should have scored about 5 or 6 that day.
Yeah, but they don't have a striker, so that's their own.
They haven't got a striker,
really.
And then we hit them. Our goal was lucky anyway, and then their goal was lucky.
I thought Wilson did it well.
Yeah, and I mean, on another team, who could have finished us off that day.
To be fair, if they win, they've got one game in hand. If they win, they're level on points with us. They don't go above us. But
they're level, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they do against
they've got harder games than us.
I think
they've got harder games.
So I don't know. I mean, I think if they had a better striker, if they had Wilson up front, if a fit Wilson, let's say, I think they would be top 5, top 6.
Yeah, that Jackson's a disaster.
Well, I don't know because Palmer's
Palmer's been brilliant, but he doesn't play up front.
Palmer's the best player. Yeah.
Wide.
Well, we will leave that for the Premier League insiders. We got to stick to Newcastle, and I mean, right now we're playing against a team. Tottenham are 4th right now. Well deserved, 60 points. But I mean, what do you guys think that? Because Roy, for the first time I believe ever, has a draw at home. So, are you guys feeling scared of Spurs this weekend?
I'm scared.
A good team. They are a very good team. I mean, they played Nottingham Forest in their last game. Obviously, Tottenham are at home. It was a 3-1 win to Tottenham. But they look good in that game. I watched the highlights, and they look pretty decent in that game. Forest are a decent side, so they caused some trouble. But Tottenham kind of had an easy afternoon, really. Van de Ven is back for them, and he's been a big miss for Tottenham. He also scored, so he's been a miss for them. So they're having him back as a big plus for them. Son has been on good form. Porro scored. Son got an assist. Bentancur got an assist. They got an exciting squad there. They obviously can do some strange stuff. I mean, Ange can get them playing overly attacking football, and it can get them in a bit of trouble. And I think that's where our best bet, because they do overcommit, and they have been caught a few times this season because they've overcommitted players. So I think that's probably our best bet on the weekend. Maybe we need to play a bit like we did when Wolves came. I know not many fans like that. I know, but needs must. I'm not. You have to sometimes play a bit different if a squad come in like that, because if you count on Tottenham, that's where they're weak. That's when they really struggle. So maybe we might need a bit more of a defensive performance at St James's, and you just need the crowd to get behind them, because I know they're not going to particularly like that. But I just think if you go full out attack on Tottenham, what's our biggest weakness? Midfield. And what have they got? Pace. And they'll kill it. Just like they did it. Just like they did at their ground, they'll kill us on the break.
Yeah.
Good points. Good points. What about DX? You have any thoughts?
Yeah, well, they're a tricky side because their home record and away records are about identical. Well, about the same. They're about they're fifth in the league away, and I think they're fourth maybe at home. So they're a very good away side. They've smashed a few teams. They beat Villa 4-0 recently away at Villa Park. They've battered a few teams here and there. So I think, they're Son obviously has been in great form this season. So, and apparently Richarlison's back as well, which gives him a focal point. Which I think it's going to be a really hard game. But we've just got to hope that when we get our chances, like we did against Everton, we might not get as many chances, but when we do get them, we have to be clinical. They have to go in the back of the net. Can't be missing shots from 6 yards out and free headers and stuff. They have to hit the target, and we have to make sure that we take them. And I think if we do that, we can pull off the 3 points.
Dave Vieri brings up a point. Fulham chinned them 3-0.
Yep,
that's true.
So, mighty
I've been keeping my powder dry. We've got everybody talking about Spurs as though they're Real Madrid. They're not. They had a brilliant start to the season, unbeaten in 10. And then when Maddison got injured, they're useless. So they're useless without Maddison. So we should have one job tomorrow. Nullify Maddison. And who's the guy that's going to do that?
Bruno.
Sean Longstaff.
Fuck
I love it. Yes,
he wouldn't mock me.
Sean Longstaff does absolutely nothing, but what he does do is run around a lot. So
like a head chicken.
Hey, hold on. Sean Longstaff just sent me a message, man. He said, "Don't defend them because you're not doing too well at it."
And maybe get Dummett to man mark as well.
Eddie just has to say to Sean Longstaff, "You've got one job to do today, because we're not going to miss you doing anything
Run
else.
Around a lot.
Run around, but make sure you're right beside Madison."
You're asking for the impossible.
Because Spurs, like a lot of Premiership teams,
can punch him as well,
including us, don't like passing to a bloke who's got a man on them. And as long as he's beside him, he'll deter Spurs passing to him. So that would be my brief tomorrow. Sean, you've got one job. If I see Maddison more than a yard from you, you're sacked. All you've got to do is stay within a yard of Maddison.
The real goat is Kevin Hunter. Hold on, Kevin Hunter says best new tune channel on YouTube. So there we go. Thank you, brother. Thank you for those words.
Longstaff.
Do you agree with Kevin Hunter or no? First of all,
what?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You just need to get rid of that new best two channel. There you go. Just
I love it. I love it. Anyways, go on.
Longstaff, yeah. Remember the game against City?
Kevin, we would love you to remember, my friend. Have a think.
De Bruyne comes on, hundreds of meters around him, empty space, and he runs. And Longstaff's just ball watching, and he'll be ball watching tomorrow.
What I mean. You've got to keep him focused and just say it's a dead easy job.
He hasn't got it.
Just stay with him for 90 minutes. Because I tell you one thing, Madison won't outrun him. He'll not tire him out.
He won't do it. He won't. I tell you what, I'll go on the pitch with a tab in my mouth, and he won't mark me. I guarantee he won't mark me. I'll put the bastard ball. I can't run as well. I'll put the bastard ball between his legs every time. I'll be like, come on, Sean, come on, Sean. As soon as he gets there, I'll put it between his legs, and I'll do it 10 times.
No, but there's Tiger in again, up to his normal antics.
What's Tiger saying?
Tiger Studios.
Tiger. No, well, he didn't start with his usual comment, which is surprising. He probably sick, but a lot of people coming at you right now, man. You got me
We've got 7 games.
Neil Powell says, "Mighty Win, you have lost the plot entirely." Michael says, "Longstaff, really?"
Well, we've got nobody else to play.
Well, hold on. Let me get you open this Pandora box. Let me read the comments towards you for your nice take that you did. Nice and Dad and Cat says, I think we will have a hard time with them unless Longstaff works out which foot is left or right. Then maybe we have a chance.
I'm saying Longstaff is useless.
Well, hold on. Paul Gardner says
we've got to play him. We've got to play him. So might as well try and get something useful out of him. And that one useful thing could be just stick with Madison.
Well, hold on, man. Paul Gardner says all Longstaff does is joking about absolute garbage. Beer.
I agree.
Madison will skin Longstaff. Has to be Bruno. Tiger Studios, Mighty Win. Longstaff doesn't score.
Doesn't want the yellow.
Doesn't score goals. Doesn't assist. Doesn't tackle. But what makes him world class is that he runs around.
Who said he's world class?
Well, I kind of no, but you said one thing that he does well is that he runs around.
For years he's crap.
Ooh, Longstaff.
Yes,
he's worse than that, isn't he?
Yeah.
You said he was a top-notch man marker.
He don't mark anything, mate. He wouldn't mark me grandmother.
Mark her card, that's for sure.
He doesn't have to do it. He's just got to be with him because by being beside him, it'll deter Spurs from passing the ball to him.
I doubt it.
They'll look for somebody else.
Because he'll just turn him and then pass him.
Marking is not easy. It's like you need players like Gattuso who used to do it and mark players out of the game.
I mean, come on, man. We got Gattuso. And freaking Longstaff is not even Gattuso's.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
Fair comparison.
Longstaff can't mark shit, man. It's not easy. It's not easy marking players because he's not going to be doing that. He needs to get the ball as well and pass it and do creative stuff. And when he loses the ball, he needs to.
No, but that's the point. You tell him you don't want him to do any of that because he's fucking useless at it.
It's not PlayStation. So you're going to pass the ball to him. He'll be like, no, don't pass it to me because I'm.
No, all you got to do is get between Madison and the ball.
No, he doesn't. Mate, he's shit. He does not.
Believe me, together we can change it.
He's a League One footballer who doesn't got it, and now would not have him in Al Arabi.
Oh, he's not League One. He's
We are playing a Super Cup final tomorrow, and he's not good enough to play.
But he's one of only 3 central midfielders we have fit, apart from the children, the kids, the 18.
Yeah.
Well, you can put Joe White.
Pass him the ball.
Yeah, Joe White's 20, but.
Yeah,
look, Tiger Joe White should get a chance. Well, look, man. Sometimes. Well, hold on.
This is a game to throw Joe White in, actually.
Man, sometimes because I keep hearing this, young players need to be, you got to strategize when they're going to come in with. Man, just put them damn kids in there, man. Just put them in.
No. I want to play.
Anyhow, won't do it.
I want him to play. So end of the season, when we fucked up, one of the part of it is him being shit. Remember when we played Blackburn and I said, first name on the sheet, I want him. I want him to be first name on the sheet just to test him. That's a team on his level, and he was shit then. And then we played the Macans.
I'm reading all the comments here. If I've got my way, Joe White is starting. There's not a problem with that at all. But I just know for a fact it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
So what we've got to do is try and make the best of a bad job. And I just think that putting Longstaff on Madison could be effective.
Because, like you say, when
Just,
you
just
can't put
purely by preventing Tottenham being able to pass to him.
you can't put Bruno on him because he's on the yellow, and you can't.
He's
put
on the yellow, so it's
you can't put
It's
Anderson on him
him
because
and son,
Anderson
right?
is,
And Kulusevski.
Anderson's
And
not that kind of player, is
they've
he?
got
So-
more than one player, Tottenham. If we're Tottenham,
no, but wait, man, he's that playmaker extraordinaire. Let's
Um,
the results proved that when he
Now,
wasn't
Roy-
in the team.
Roy, you gotta go. So your prediction is?
Yeah. 2-2, and man of the match is going to be Bruno.
There we go. Okay, man of the match gonna be Bruno. 2-2 prediction. So we're
And
gonna.
I hope I'm wrong. Well, I hope I'm wrong positively, so we win.
Right on, mate. Well,
2-2. Come on.
You have fun, and we shall see you. We shall see you Saturday for the match. We might do a match build up, match watch along, and then match reaction. So we got a full day here on Saturday. But anyways, mate, take care of yourself. Be safe. We'll see you guys.
Come on, let's beat those fuckers, man. Come on.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Take care now.
All right, there we go. Roy's gone. All right, so let me fix this real quick, and then we shall continue. But I mean, any last thoughts before we go to actually, Paul? You want to give us your full report on Spurs?
Oh yeah, sorry, I did have it. I'll give you half of it a minute ago. A few seconds, sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Keep talking, and I'll get it back up.
Yeah, we shall get it. We shall get it in a minute. We got a lot of comments, by the way. A lot of comments starred or bookmarked, so we're gonna go back to those. A lot of questions that you've asked throughout the show. So don't think that we're ignoring them. We're gonna read them in a minute, and of course answer those questions. We gonna go anywhere unless we answer all your questions. Welcome, Raging Phoenix. It says gust of wind is more effective than man. Everybody going. See, that's what you wanted to do, old man. Instead of just keeping this, one thing that we can do is not talk about Longstaff. That way he doesn't feel the pressure for the game. But you wanted to say that he's going to be the man of the match. You wanted, because I know you're going for that. Before the show, you're going to be. You said you're going to be surprised at who the man of the match is going to be. So I'm pretty sure you're going to pick Longstaff, and I'm pretty sure. See, there we go. See, he's smiling because he knows I'm right, man. And then you're going to say that he's going to guard Madison, the best player on the other side. Come on, man. What are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to get something out of nothing.
No, but
realistically,
and that's to me, that's the only way you can possibly be utilized to our advantage.
Yeah.
What about Trippier?
Otherwise, we're just playing them with 10 men.
Yeah.
Is Trippier supposed to be
I wouldn't play him, as you know. I wouldn't play him. What the hell? But he will know for a fact he's going to play.
Now, hold on. Before we go to Paul's rivals report, we need to make a video of that. Paul's rival report. Anyways, Jonathan says, "Hi, Paul, but many like a scapegoat and forget any good that he does." Well, we're talking about Longstaff. Well, listen, Longstaff, I'm sure he's better than me, but I don't take much. But look, okay. In all seriousness, though, it's like I think Longstaff, he was a good player. I mean, he's a footballer, right? He's just not having.
I don't fully blame Longstaff though, because he's not fit. He's still having injections in the foot,
so he shouldn't play.
So that leaves us then with J7, Bruno. I wish. With Bruno, Anderson, and another. Who's
Joe White. Joe White, Richie, and Alfie Harrison.
And White.
Yeah, that's it. No, I know that's why he's playing. It's just one of those frustrating things that, these are why he's having these poor performances. Is because he's not, we know he, like I said last season, when he was injured last season, we were desperate for him to come back because of how much of an impact he made on the squad. He was one of those silent sort of people that just did a lot of stuff he didn't really realize. And when he was out, people like, said, God, we miss Longstaff, and we can't wait for him back. But the problem is, right now, he's playing probably the worst football of his career, and And the problem is I'm not saying it's all his fault because, like I said, it's obvious that he's not able to do what he used to be able to do because of, I'm assuming, the pain or whatever. And obviously, whether it's surgery needs or whatever, or rest, or, this is the problem with all these injuries. This is the other issue we've had, because we can't rest players. We can't, I know people will say, yeah, but put Joe White in, but we're talking about Eddie Howe here. We're not talking about Jurgen Klopp. We're talking about Eddie Howe, who, he trusts these guys. Maybe too much at times. Sometimes he doesn't use the brave or risky choice of let's put Joe White and see what he can do, because this is not how Eddie Howe manages. He was forced into Miley. He can pretend that Miley was a masterstroke, but it was a forced thing because of injury.
To his credit, he never has claimed that.
No, he hasn't. No,
he's openly admitted that he's pleased he was forced into it.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna get to the lineup. I didn't have set up, but we're gonna get it right now. We gotta do this
really quick.
Oh yeah, support rivals report. So go on, Paul.
Yeah. So briefly, just from the last game against Nottingham Forest. So Tottenham, I mean, they usually line up, it's quite often really under Ange. So they play a 4-2-3-1, and that is a formation that we struggle against normally. Newcastle do. We don't normally like playing against that. So Vicario in goal, that's going to be the same on the weekend. Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, and Udogie, and that'll probably be the same back four. Basuma and Sarr in the midfield there. Johnson, Maddison, and Werner, who's had a decent showing at Tottenham. And then you've got Son as there. I mean, I hesitate to say striker, but he is their focal point. But as DX was saying, potentially Richardson's back, whether he comes straight back into the.
Hope so.
Whether he comes straight into the. He scored against us last time, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, he's been playing well this season.
And they obviously they're at home, but they had more possession than Nottingham Forest. They had a lot more shots, similar on target. They had a lot of corners, not many fouls in the game. But Forest obviously just they felt there should be a red card. That's one of the main talking points of the whole game is that Maddison did punch him in the stomach. He just did. Anyone with eyes can see it. But the problem is VAR saw it, they cleared it, and now they can't do anything retrospective. So it's it's one of those frustrations about VAR, because what's the point of it then? If you can't tell me that Maddison has clearly punched, because he does punch him, I don't know what the point of it is. Because Maddison, we shouldn't be talking about Maddison. He shouldn't be in this game. You should be banned for violent conduct. But it's just
that's right.
But it is what it is. That's just how our luck is. That's how Tottenham's luck is at the time. So it's one of those where that's what I'm saying. That we'll probably get into it in a minute. Sorry, but that's what Tottenham are pretty much going to play against us on Saturday. And I still feel that the best way.
Go on and give us your Tottenham predicted lineup.
Yeah, so I think it'll be that. I think it will be exactly what I said. I think it'll be Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, because he's obviously just come back and he had a good game. And Doggy, you have Basuma and Sarr, because this is normally their normal starting lineup. You've got Johnson, Maddison, Werner, and Son. The only one that could change potentially is maybe he drops Werner for Son and then puts Richarlison up front, maybe, and has Son on the wing. But that's probably the only change that could happen there. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much what they're going to go with against us, because it's what worked last time.
That's right. And some important names right there, man. Some names that are doing good in the league right now. Let's
Højbjerg could play maybe if he's worried about a midfield. He might put Højbjerg in potentially to stiffen up their midfield potentially, but that's the only other one I can think of that you might start.
Right. All right. Well, let's get to our predicted lineups, ladies and gents. And what happened there? I see what was happening last time. I had. There we go. Let me go back. There you go. Well, I probably have to delete this one. There we go. Now we're good. All right. Let's do our predicted lineup. Now, this was the lineup that not necessarily played last time. I don't think. Let me see. No, Barnes didn't start. That's the one that we did. Anybody that we need to add on to the hospital and take out?
Is Willock? If you put Willock in the hospital,
No, man.
get him in there.
Jolent is still there, but
Joe Willock.
Target, Botman. Yeah, no, everybody's still. Livermento's not back yet.
No.
Not until the end of the month.
So Joe Willock, just need to add Joe Willock, I think.
Joe Willock's hurt.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
out. The Achilles is gone again. Yeah.
Gone. He's out. Excuse.
Are you serious?
He's out. Trips is out.
Trippier's out.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Or are you joking with me?
Well, what do you think I've been saying, brother?
No, but I know. But Joe Willock.
No, seriously, he's done something to his Achilles again. I don't know if it's
my
completely,
God,
but Eddie said that he's done something to it. So
that's our bench. So I'm saying if you take Longstaff out, you've got a choice between Joe White and Richie. And by the way, Kraft, I think will be right back, so he should be on the pitch.
Yeah, Kraft.
I just cannot believe that Willock is out again.
You want to play Murphy in this game, though, I think. So I think Barnes will be on the bench again.
Well, if you're going to play Murphy wing back, fair enough, huh?
Miley still out.
You can play Murphy on the wing.
Lewis Miley still out.
Oh no, I'd be starting Barnes.
Lewis Miley's still out for a few more weeks. Yeah. No, I don't think he'll start Barnes. I think he'll use him as an impact sub again.
Okay, so hold on. We basically got this. This is our bench right here. These 6 numpties. Come on, man.
That's it, man. Apart from maybe the kids like Harrison. He doesn't seem to want to pick Harrison, but
no.
Why is that? It's weird. Yeah.
Right.
Man,
so if it's up to me, I think Gordon's going to play on the left. This is what I think Eddie Howe will pick, and Murphy on the right.
Yeah.
And Barnes will be on the bench.
So you would put essentially, really, I mean,
Murphy
this should
on the
be
right wing.
You put Barnes on the bench?
I'm not putting him, but I think that's what Eddie's going to do.
Eddie wants someone to bring an impact.
Yeah, he wants an impact player on the bench. So
okay, so if we take him out, then we put Gordon here.
Yeah, Murphy up on the right, and Kraft.
Murphy up here, and then who's
Kraft right back.
Okay, so Kraft.
And that's basically all we have apart from Dummett at the back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is a depleted. Again,
we're down to the bare bones now.
We came back. We came back to it, man. We were kind of out of it. Now look at all these guys, man, in the hospital right now.
They've been saying that Wilson's not far away now, but I don't think he'll play on Saturday.
Well, Premier Injuries is saying 11th of May for Wilson.
Oh right, I read on a Newcastle website that he was actually might come back a bit earlier than that. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
This is horrendous.
There's a few rumors going around that Trips is going to be fit, but.
Oh really? I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
That'd be useful.
It would be very useful.
Yeah.
Not to psych a twat.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, you've got the whole of the chat there. Seem to be assuming that I think Longstaff's a great player and he should be in. Nothing could be further from the truth. He's a donkey. but try and get something useful from the donkey.
I mean, that's all we've got, isn't it?
Really, give him a job.
Apart from Barnes.
Because apart from if he doesn't do something like that, it's like playing them with 10 men.
That's crazy, man. Well, look, man. I mean, we this is the thing. This is the thing here. Neither of these two matter at this point. So we essentially got 4 players that can play. Dummett, who made the worst mistake in his life. Matt Ritchie, who hasn't played. The last time he came and he scored, everybody was happy.
He came on and scored. There's your impact show.
He scored. The old man wearing the statue.
Only scored against Bournemouth, though.
Yeah. Joe White, he doesn't play. So essentially, Barnes is the only player that we can say and trust that he could play. Are you kidding me?
Isn't it? Because like other teams can bring on 5 impact players to make a difference.
We're not going to win this game.
I mean, we've got Parkinson, who won't do much.
Well, they haven't even renewed his contract.
I know, but
hey, man, that and Cass says this bench looks miserable. Miserable, man. This is
why don't we just put Sanusi on there for a laugh? Just give him a little bench.
The what?
Sanusi, Trevin Sanusi's the young kid in the reserves. Just give him.
We're gonna pay. We need Vilka back.
Oh, yeah,
on the bench.
25-year-old wonder kid.
The Peruvian wonder kid, Vilca, man. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is the worst. Like, man, I'm ashamed right now to
The
even
lucky
do it.
Brown's still there though. That'll get us through.
Well,
The
yeah,
starting 11 is
whatever.
not terrible. There's 1 or 2 weak
It's
links.
starting. No, it's not. It's not. Essentially, it's not. I agree with that. And actually, Dan Burn is playing the best
That's
football.
pretty much what you've got. It's literally the 11 or nothing.
Yeah,
Really.
man.
Milroy Barnes can come on and make an impact, but that's it. That is it.
But that's why I would start Barnes.
No, I agree with you. No, I do. I agree with that.
Murphy can be an impact sub too.
Well, can he?
Well, just you know, what I'm saying is, I would start with what I think is our. Like I say, I wouldn't have Longstaff in, but we know for a fact he's going to start. I would have Barnes on the left, Murphy at right back, and Kraft on the bench. So we've got no creative subs at all. But I think that's what we've got to go with.
But I don't think that's what Eddie will go with.
I actually agree with antagonizing Jordy. He says, in my eyes, you start your strongest to win the game and not a sub to come on and make an impact. And I agree with that. And plus, I would. Well, I'm not going. To me, man, this guy Barnes, he's a must. He's a starter of this team. Like, he shouldn't be in that. If it, make like Longstaff should definitely be a sub, and if I had to choose, I would put Murphy as a sub, but not start him over
Longstaff. You put Joe White in.
Yeah, I think the point Dom's making though is that Eddie would.
Yeah.
This is probably what Eddie
we've been dealing with that the whole time, haven't we? I mean, we've just been dealing with whatever we think makes sense, and then Eddie makes certain decisions. Which again, I'm not saying that we know the truth, and he doesn't, obviously. But
I'm hoping Anderson will step up tomorrow.
He looked good.
He must be just about fully match fit now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got great hopes for him.
We need Isaac to have a better game.
Right.
And Isaac's got to turn up, obviously.
Yeah.
Which he didn't last week.
And for God's sake, I know we've been making jokes about it and stuff and taking a piss, but like I said, I whether it's injury or whatever, but Longstaff needs a game, doesn't he? He needs to have like a game, a good game.
Man, he needs.
He might ping one in.
He needs a lot, man. But all right, let's do our. Let's look at what kind of this is our Premier League prediction. And so who are we playing? We're playing Spurs. So we said that we were going to draw with Spurs. So
yep.
All right. Well, I mean I guess that's that. Spurs play us, of course. Villa play Arsenal. That's a good way to put it. And they're supposed to lose against Arsenal. Okay. Man U or Liverpool, they played already, and they play Bournemouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna win that one. Well, maybe I don't know.
Well, you see, you're at it again. Every other team's going to win their games, and we are not.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're not.
Bournemouth away is a tough old game.
And Bournemouth have made out its number a few times this season and last.
Yeah, they can smash teams 4-1.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's do our prediction, folks. Let's see. I'll start with mine. I will do my prediction for this game will be. Listen, I'm always optimistic. Always optimistic.
You're going to be in the next column.
No, man, I'm right
Actual.
here.
Oh, no, right. Sorry, I beg your
pardon. Your glass is always half full.
So I'm going to go 3-2 Newcastle.
Oh, that's exciting.
3-2, man, because I feel like we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop them from scoring. I know that, and I just don't see Spurs only scoring once at this point. And I can see us. It depends on how it goes, but I can see us getting into like score once, they draw, and then we score again, and kind of that type of game. But hopefully it's that way. So I'll say 3-2. Right now I got 4 points on the table at this moment. Derek, what is your prediction, my friend?
And who's leading these predictions, by the way?
That
would be me.
That would be Roy.
That
actually,
would be the sick mighty win.
That's Roy with 6 points. There we go, Roy, right there.
No,
that's 6 points.
No, he hadn't got 6 points.
Man, you're not going to be changing the formula over and over just because it doesn't suit you. That's it. Roy says 6 points right there. So there we go. That's what we're going by. You got 5. You got 5. Anyways,
Well,
what's
wrong scoring for
I don't
Roy?
think he has got 6 points because he hasn't.
No,
got
man.
anything.
He says
I'm
he
going
said
to
2-2. Wait, time out. Did he not say 2-2?
Yeah,
He
but
said
that's
2-2. There it is.
Yes. So you're giving him.
What?
You haven't got the correct scoring yet, and you're already giving him 2 points.
Oh no, he already it did it automatically. I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
I didn't touch that.
Yeah, because you haven't got the actual scoring yet. So,
Okay, well, whatever. Well, we'll see on the weekend. What's your prediction right now?
I'm going 2-0. Dubravka's going to have a blinder, and Longstaff's going to have a
2-0. Did you say
2-0? All right.
2-0?
That's you. So according to you, Spurs won't score at all. Okay. Paul, your prediction, mate?
Tottenham are scoring. They are.
Oh yeah.
Let's just be honest. But I'm going to stay positive because I like being positive. 4-2 to Newcastle.
Whoa, I like it.
I like
There's
that.
some goals.
Wow.
4-2 to the tune. There we go. Roy said 2-2.
Just
and
because
Dom,
they're vulnerable. If you break on them, Tottenham don't like it, and if we do a Wolves-esque performance, I think we can score quite a few goals.
Yeah. All right, Dom.
Okay, so Son, Maddison, Richarlison, Isak, Gordon, some good attacking players, not such good defensive players. So let's go with oh god, I'm really going back and forth on this one. I was going to go with a Tottenham win, and now I feel guilty doing it. I might go with comment section. You ready for this? I'm going to predict 3-2 to Tottenham because every time
he's done it.
I predicted wrong every single time, and
2-3 right there.
And I'm doing this. I'm doing this
all in.
I'm doing this for the guy.
There we go. So you say
we're going to lose for the team.
Yeah.
There you go. So okay, Dom says 3-2 Spurs. Roy 2-2 draw. Paul says 4-2 Newcastle. Derek says 2-0 Newcastle, and I say 3-2 Newcastle to win this match. So that's the predictions of this match. Man of the match. That would be interesting. Man of the match to know. Roy said Bruno, didn't he? He said Bruno. Oh my goodness, 59 comments. So, anyways, man of the match, folks.
Well, I can't do Joe Willock because he's out, and that's been me trying to get him a good performance.
Fullback guy.
So I can't go with him because he's not going to have a good match because he's not here. I think this is a tailor-made game for Anthony Gordon. For me, I think he's going to be man of the match. Like I said, as I've said the whole podcast, for me, where Tottenham are vulnerable are with a speedy break, and what we know about Gordon is he is lightning fast, and I think he'll make a big difference on Saturday. So for me, Anthony Gordon, man of the match.
There we go. Old man. Kenny says Longstaff going to be man of the match.
No, then who am I going to pick?
I know.
I'm not going to pick Longstaff.
No,
what is he?
Dubravka. That's why we're going to keep a clean sheet.
There you go.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, I don't know if I like that. That means they're going to be going against us the whole game, and he's going to have to make.
Man.
No, but it's a good pick. It's a
He's going to have a lot of work. He's going to have a lot of work to do, and let's just hope he does it well.
Beer Viking. I just read that the winner of this, because we're doing a little 10-game, race. So the winner gets a certain box, but that's the price just for the old man. Well, he's winning now according to him. So, anyways, he always changing the damn formula so he can.
No,
win.
I don't change the formula at all.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, any last thoughts on this match?
My man of the
you
match.
didn't. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Alexander Isak. He's going to get 2 goals.
Well, he's due a good game, that's for sure.
Nah, what?
2 games ago.
He's been scoring, man. That's what you need for the.
He had 1 game, but he didn't score. That's it. It's not.
Man, come on.
Cut him some slack, Win. Come on. If that was Wilson, you'd be slobbering all over your mic.
Oh my God.
I would,
you kidding me? Of course, man. Yeah, that is right too, though. if it was Wilson scoring, go like Isak has been. Oh my
Manetti,
god,
mate, that is horrible.
That
That is
can't-
horrible.
the loser wears a Mackham
Oh.
jersey. That wouldn't be bad. That
Oh,
wouldn't be
no.
bad.
I
That
can't-
would be a penalty right there, man.
I'd hate
That-
it. I'd hate every second of it.
The old man was a Mackham when he was young anyway, so he.
The only thing I would say about Tottenham, right, is in the last 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 games, the only teams that they've beaten of any note were Brighton when Brighton were going through the horrible spell, Palace, who've been horrible all season, Luton, and Forest. They got beat off Wolves. They got beat off Fulham.
They beat Aston Villa. 4-0.
Yeah, they did. And they could only draw. They could only draw against West Ham. So Aston Villa aside, very, very mediocre results. That's the form that's why. You know, from the start, everybody thought they were going to run away with the league at the start of the season. You know, they couldn't do a thing wrong. But then they went and when Madison was out, so we've got to get Longstaff on Madison and nullify his threat, and we'd be laughing.
Do whatever he's got to do. They've got
Whatever
a hard
he's
run,
got to do.
Tottenham. Interesting. They've got some tough games.
Just break his leg. That would do for me. Break his leg, get sent off. But we'll not miss it.
Hang on. The
But
podcast does condone. The podcast does not condone injury for other players.
But if he could break his leg, can't he like take Son out as well at the same time?
Yeah.
Public relations there.
It says a tackle on the pair of them, get sent off and nullify their two
Chris
best
and the management
players.
do not condone injuries under the play.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
let's get it right. I am.
Yeah, you are, but Chris and the management don't.
No, we don't condone violence. But if he doesn't play, it would be good in my eyes too. Whatever, you know, we'll just keep it hitting. But no, listen. I mean, I hopefully this is a match that we win, and I mean, if we win, that's another statement win.
Huge win.
That's a huge
Massive.
win, and then that could shape
We've
our
got,
season.
we've got 2 games left this season that matter. Spurs at home, Man U away.
Right.
I think all the games matter because we're really poor against the bottom.
Yeah, we
teams.
need points.
And if we just
yeah.
beat those 2 and then revert to our December form against the bottom sides,
That is true. I'm not
good.
gonna lie. Yeah, that you.
I know what
right.
you mean, Win. I know what you mean.
Oh, we've been bullying the old man, man. He's got his fans. You know,
I've
they
got
I think-
broad shoulders. I can take it.
I think Man United is a key game because we're only 1 or 2 points behind them, so that's a real key game. If we get something out of that, it really opens it all up.
Yeah.
Well, we have to be in contention at that point, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we've had a great time. Well, actually, no. Let me go with some. Damn it, we're running out of time. Real quick, some few questions that some people may have. I said we're going to answer them, and now I'm going to look like a numpty if I don't answer some of them.
I thought it was nice to have you seen the shirt for Saturday.
No.
Yeah,
It's for a deaf charity.
Oh yeah, the haptic shirt.
It's really interesting. Really interesting that
Yeah.
idea. I like it.
Yeah. All right. Questions, real quick. Benjamin says, "Get this through my thick head. We need to come up with 27 million before we can spend a dime." No, I don't know. I mean, I don't think nobody knows really the exact amount that we need to be spending anyway. But
We are if we believe the figures, and I don't believe the figures necessarily. We will have spent 132 million. We'll have spent more than we've earned by 132 million over the 3 current seasons.
Yeah.
And those 3 seasons at 35 million a season allow us to overspend by 105 million. We've currently overspent, if the various figures are to be believed, we've currently overspent by 132 million. So we've got to get 27 million pounds back before we close our financial books this season.
Yeah.
And as
That
I say,
friend-
isn't it funny that that's just been a share issue for 37
Yeah,
million?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Next question. Neil says, for all with Willock injury injury record, would you be tempted to sell him and get a reliable player who would be more available?
I
Well, you
mean,
have to sell a player at their peak, not at their trough. You
Yeah.
can't sell them when they're injured because then you get peanuts for them.
Right.
Sell high, buy low, buy low.
when
That's
Willock is fit and firing, he is unreal. He really is. Like he's
I
a
don't know about unreal, but he's very
He's
good.
very good, very technical.
yeah, he's an asset rather than a hindrance
Yeah.
for the squad. I mean, he's a hell of a again fully fit and fully firing. He's a hell of a person to come off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, for impact, he's a good impact substitute. He's a good starter in games as well. So, him fully fit is a good news for Newcastle. But I agree, his injury has not been great. But again, I wonder whether he was forced back a bit quick.
Yep. All right.
Michael J said that, old Gadge, I get you, but he doesn't have the legs to handle Madison. That's the one thing that Sean has got. Legs. He's consistently in the top 10 players in the league for distance covered in a match. So legs is not his problem.
I think Newcastle are like in like the top tier of miles covered. I think Eddie does have him working hard.
Yeah. Neil says most people have legs. Anyway, Jonathan Shaw asked if next season we and other clubs trying to progress encounter the same issues with FFP and have to sell to buy lower wage bill, etc. Do you think said clubs will protest against Premier League and Septic 6? Well,
that was what we thought had just been going on, wasn't it?
Well,
that
I thought they would be protesting.
Finally had enough, and 17 of them are going to vote for to change it. And I think the proof of that pudding will be when all these big clubs, ourselves included, can't spend any money. That means it's not filtering down to all of the lower clubs, and they're going to say that that's harming them as much as it's harming us.
Yep. All right. Well, there it is. All the questions answered right there. Let me see real quick. I think I didn't put it on there. I don't know if I put it on there, but I got this. We had this NUFC Insiders second YouTube channel and stuff that we were going to do the clips, but I think I'll be doing like Premier League, reactions when I have time and stuff like that. So subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. We're starting to build it up. So there it is. The link is right there. Go and subscribe to it, and let's get to as many as we can on there as well. But we had a great show, folks. We had a nice show about the preview, of course, the match Saturday. Don't forget that we're going to have the watch along, the live match commentary, as well as the match reaction after the match. And of course, we might do a pre-match, a build-up as well. So stay tuned for that. We got a long day on Saturday, really early for me, by the way. The match starts at 6 a.m, so imagine how early I have to wake up. But anyways, I appreciate your support. Please become a member if you're not already. It helps us a lot to keep funding and growing the channel, as well as you get exclusive content and giveaways as well. So we shall see you on the next show, folks. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Mighty Win. Thank you, Roy, for coming, and of course, DX as well. Appreciate your support. We shall see you tomorrow for the American Mag Show. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the Nashville trip. It's going to be great. So there we go. And
smash those likes, folks.
Smash the likes, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.